Scott Huffman faces a tough race. His opponent is not only the incumbent, he's an incumbent in a district that favors Republicans, and this Republican has raised a lot of money. Nevertheless, Huffman says he likes his chances.
Well, I just really think that we're offering a better way forward.
The Democrat from Cabarrus County says his party offers compassion to voters, while Republicans campaign on fear.
All I see from Ted Budd is that he's scaring the hell out of people in our district. He's talking about law and order. He's constantly citing these rallies of people upset about their rights, and I feel like he's attacking the First Amendment.
Do you believe, though, I think the question at the hand here is whether or not the black community and the white community are treated the same by police. Do you believe that is true or not?
I think the examples speak for themselves. We've seen too many times where an African-American man has been shot, has been killed at the hands of police, and has not received the justice. So I don't think it's too much to ask that people accept that black lives do matter.
But do you want to defund police?
Absolutely not.
Huffman criticizes his opponent for rubber stamping the president's agenda.
His voting record represents 96% of voting in line with President Trump's agenda. That's horrible for our nation.
Would it be any different, though, on your side of the fence? Would you not be voting overwhelmingly with Joe Biden if he were to win the presidency?
Well, of course, my vote is a precious piece of power that the people give me to represent them. So before I cast each vote, regardless if it's party, I'm going to listen to what the voters want me to do.
Huffman says he's working on an app called the District 13 app. It not only allows voters to follow his vote, it gives them a chance to weigh in on the issues.
Here's what I'm about to vote on. Here's what it'll do for our district. And I'll talk the pros and cons. And there'll actually be an option on that app that they can click yes or no on to help guide my vote.
One issue Huffman warns voters about is the future of Social Security.
It's important that we protect Social Security for those who pay into that program, because it's not an entitlement. It's something that everybody takes out of their taxes and pays into the government. And again, we've seen this rush to say that it's running out of money. Well, right now it's running out of money because Trump wants to do a payroll tax, and that was wrong. That's actually an attack on the Social Security.
Huffman notes that his opponent voted for the president's 2017 tax cut and why it didn't help most voters in the 13th district.
I really just really wonder where Mr. Budd's loyalties lie. Does he truly represent the people of the district who want to see positive, compassionate change for our district? Or does he want to take our tax dollars and enrich other people in our country? Because he's voted for tax breaks that went to the top percentage of our income brackets, while the rest of us at the bottom didn't see that.
Huffman says if elected, he would support tax cuts for the middle class, and he would also work to reduce the cost of health care for everyone. Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.
Bill, thank you. And of course, Bill will continue highlighting the candidates running for office and the key issues that are important to you. You can follow Bill's commitment coverage on air and online at WXII12.com.